allowed on the stage.
No.
You've been blocked out from media coverage. You're not really. You've been effectively silenced by the process.
The process.
And now you are inside it. So tell it. How is it? How can it be that a former governor of New Mexico, a former governor and congressman from Louisiana, cannot get on a stage with some of these other figures who are, in many ways, I think, many people have regarded them as sort of laughable, some of these other figures. They are certainly have no more credibility than you guys do. Why is that? What have you learned about the impediments that have kept you out of the stage, and how do we stop that from happening again in the future?
I've decided it's part of the system. It's part of money first, entertainment, it's part of power grab. I mean, someone makes the rules. Here's what's happened to me. There have been 10 national debates. I've been on 0. Gary's been on 2. I'm 0 for 10. The rules keep changing. I started off, you had to be an official candidate. I became an official candidate. Then they said you had to have 1%. I didn't. Then I got 1%. They said you have 2%. I didn't. Then I got 2%. And here's what they said the last 2 debates. You had to raise $500,000 in the last 90 days. Now, why is that a rule? I have raised $256,000. No PACs, no super PACs. Average gift, $40.55. Free to lead. And I can't get on a debate. Something's wrong in Denmark.
So is Mitt Romney the leader? You're saying that Washington is bought and paid for. Is Mitt Romney bought and paid for?
Absolutely. He's got 3 super PACs. Now, they're supposed to be independent. No coordination. His super PACs are run by a former campaign manager, a former business partner, and a former chief of staff. Is that separate and independent? He actually spoke at the fundraiser for his super PAC. That's no coordination. Rick Perry has 7. Every other Republican candidate, including Gary Johnson, by the way, when he made his first debate, he formed a super PAC the next day. It's a joke. You know who owns America? You don't. Your vote is unimportant, Joe. You don't even count. You know who owns America? A few at the top, and they got one thing in mind: no change. Look at Obama. All that hope and promise, no changes. He's running for re-election barely halfway through his term a year ago, and so what did he say? I'm going to raise $1 billion. Well, guess who the president's raising from? The very banks he's supposed to regulate. He went to Wall Street, had a fundraiser, $35,800 a ticket, and you know who the host was? Goldman friggin' Sachs.
Hey, you know what? So you remember last primary process?
Yes.
We made Mike Huckabee an honorary member of the round table.
I think we found our man.
I think we found our guy.
Yes.
How often do you get up to New York?
As seldom as possible.
All right, well,
I'm in New Hampshire, man. I'm in New Hampshire. And I'm looking at Americans elect. They have shut me out of this debate. I'm a proud Republican, but I'm a prouder American. And I'm taking a serious look at Americans elect. 50 states, they're going to be on the ballot. I want on the national stage. And I'm going to ask Mr. Obama and Mr. Romney, where did you get your money?
Okay.
Who do you work for?
I think his voice needs to be heard, Mika.
I agree.
This is an unbelievably important message.